Hey guys, welcome back to the EA Sports FC 25 Chesterfield Career Mode. This is going to be a longer episode than usual because I think by the time I started recording, I didn't know it was going to take that long to, for in terms of having all the content in this video. But all I can say is that just sit back and relax what's going to unfold for the next few minutes in this career mode in this episode because a lot of crazy things have happened. So we have signed 3 players already and a bunch of outgoings as well, involving a lot of youth academy players. Yes, I signed all of them, promoted all of them just to make sure that they could be one of the financial gains that we're going to have in the near future by selling them for a pure profit. Or, of course, for example, Williamson, who is leading the line today, having players like him, having another great players, great young players joining the starting 11 or joining the first team would be amazing. So Williamson, it's kind of a model in terms of being rewarded for having good potentials and also having a decent rating as well. And for the first game here, we got Liverpool. It is going to be a very tough game, not gonna lie, against Liverpool. Last year, we did beat them once or twice, but for this game, Williamson, I mean, he has been having a very interesting start for him, missing a penalty in the last game against Manchester United, redeemed himself by scoring one, and later on today, he scored the second goal for us. But the funniest thing is Hicks right here, that player over there. We sold him for 4.5 million to Liverpool, and guess what? I didn't think about he is going to be starting for Liverpool in this game, and he have scored a very important goal for Liverpool, which makes the game a little bit more interesting. Later on, Sloboslai has made it 2-2. Game is not ended. We're still playing right here. Tigerland on the right side, pulls it back into the middle, and great finish as well. Arguably can maybe question about the goalkeeper's ability there. Should have definitely kept it out in a certain way or put a hands to it. But right here with the last minute of the game, here comes Torres. Ferran Torres on the left side, chips it into the middle to Samuel, and he have scored the game equalizer right there. Absolutely bummer. I thought we had everything to win this game, but we didn't. Did we deserve to win? I think we deserve to win based on the stats, based on how we played, but definitely, I mean, not good enough defensively. So we got to figure out what to do defensively. But so far, in terms of scoring goals, I'm not very concerned about it. 7 goals in 2 games already. 4 goals against Manchester United, 3 goals against Liverpool. And let's not talk about the defense as well. But of course, the draw for Europa League has been drawn right now. And we got some really tough one. We got Ajax, we got Lons, we got Atlanta, I believe so. But then we also have a few opponents where it's quite beatable. And speaking of loaning players out earlier on, look at Connor Nash. Was promoted early on this season, and then he just went up by 12. I mean, this is a hack. I mean, if you guys are kind of new to the game in general, or new to career mode, if you have a young player that is not quite ready into the top level, just send them out on loan because I don't know, 9 out of 10 of them will get a massive spike in their overall rating. And Connor Nash, it's, one of the protege in that category. So against Brentford right now, Endrick had opened up the score, joined from Real Madrid. So I'm a little bit surprised about that move there. And Shaparenko later on equalizes after capitalizing Brentford's mistake. And with 10 more minutes to go, here comes Moreira down on the right with 10 more minutes to go. We got to win this game. And here comes Christian Beck, our newly signed free agent player. And here comes Moreira down on the right, chops on the inside, going around defender. Great finish right there. And seemingly, we should have won this game, right? We should have won this game with 7 more minutes to go. The Portuguese helped us potentially winning the game. But guess what? We're not very good at this. We just committed everybody forward, and later on, just a few passes. I mean, what more can I say, right? We scored in the 83 minutes, and later on, the opposition score, the equalizer. I mean, it's just painful losing, conceding 2 goals, or back-to-back games conceding goals in the last 5 minutes of the game. It's just really painful. So 2 draws and a win so far to kick things up before heading into the Premier League and heading to the international break. We got an offer coming in for Candle from Nottingham Forest for about 18 million, But I gotta make sure that if I want to sell him, one of our young players has to be ready. Thomas Hayes, he is ready. Has potential to be special, 76 rated. It's not completely off compared to Kendall. Um, his overall rating, but 23 million for Kendall. Definitely, it's a profit. I think I bought him for about 10 million, but selling him for pretty much double the amount, and I realize how short he is. 5'5". It's not that he's a bad player, but it's just that good money coming in. We can use that money to invest in something else. But with 10 more hours to go, we gotta talk about what's gonna happen in the last 10 hours. And we also receive a transfer offer for Morera, who scored seemingly the winning goal for us in the last game, but we receive an offer for Montpellier, a French side. And again, before selling him, I gotta go back to the squad hub and make sure that we got players ready to be a backup or to be potentially better than our current starter, Gabriel Howe. Wow, what a player as well. Has potential to be special. I think our squad right now is filled with talented players. I think not just showing group potential, but in terms of beyond that, we have a lot of players who can do the same job. And in the end, 30 million, we said yes to Morera, and he has gone out the door after spending 1 year spending 1 year with us. And after the sale of those two players, we have raised the fund to 56 million pounds. And this is the moment where we gotta add depth into the squad. And I've turned to Will Fish. We gotta sign again homegrown player for the sake of one of the objectives. I could have definitely gone for a high caliber player, but I don't think Will Fish is that bad, to be honest. But the fact that he's able, I mean, he's not going to take a pay, going to take a pay cut, if I'm being totally honest. But a rotational squad play, which is great. I don't need players nagging about their gaming time, especially when we have a squad like this. We're pretty much all set on certain players. But right there, one player's in. And here comes another player coming in as well, which is Diego Leon. I think he has gone to Manchester United in real life. A very talented Paraguayan left back. I mean, 74 rated, 21-year-old. Despite having a massive wage, and honestly, 12 million pounds for him. It's a little bit expensive, but we have the money to navigate the course of this career of this career mode, this series, this season. We just gotta throw in the money. And also we are looking at Callum Doyle, the Manchester City defender, 24 euro, 78 rated. Again, not very expensive, but certainly will pay a role. But the downside of this deal is he's way too expensive in terms of his wages. But in terms of what's available out there in the market with that price, I think I'm willing to kind of match that, even though I'm sure a lot of you guys will be throwing hands and say, why am I overpaying players? I mean, at this point, I don't really care. We got the money. We got to strengthen whatever we needed. As you can see, Leon got to showing great potential, which is good. We got Will Fish and also Doyle. They're all looking very good in their blue and white jersey. Will Fish will be wearing number 16, while Doyle will be wearing number 12. And we also have one more outgoing potentially ahead of us, which is Emmanuel Valerie. Barely used him last season. I thought he could be a great addition, great backup to Lundstrom, but we need more. I think we need more legs at the back. Valerie, it's not the quickest, but after spending a year with us, he has gone to Girona for 11 million, and that will conclude the transfer window for this year. Absolutely amazing. Again, I wasn't thinking about. I mean, at the start of this season, I wasn't thinking about signing, three more defenders. I thought we are going to solely focus on Murillo. We're signing a left-footed center back, world-class left-footed center back, but we didn't really have a lot of money. And until today, until this episode where, a few offers coming in for our first team players, I'm willing to just sell them because we do have, a lot of players lining up in that certain position. And we also have George Chambers could be available to us very soon. Who knows? But in terms of what we have with the squad, I'm very, very happy with the squad building that we have. We are slowly integrating the youth products into the team, and I'm just really excited to do that. I mean, that's the whole point of starting this career mode. It's being able to use regen players into the squad, and let those regen players to help us to win something even important for this year. We got to start winning trophies, guys. Domestic trophy, maybe a Carabao Cup, maybe an FA Cup, or even Europa League. I don't think we're going to win the Premier League, in my opinion, but in terms of what's out there to be competed, I'm sure we're good enough, right? We have the squad to do that, but we just need a little bit more consistency defensively, I would say, after the first 3 games of the season. We got Chelsea after the international break, and Nicholas Jackson opened up the score. World-class finish right there. 15 minutes in, we were down by 1 goal already. But later on, 34 minutes in, not quite sure what that number 17 was doing. Williamson play it through, and it was shot saved by the goalkeeper, but Berquez with the tap in to make it 1-1. And it's not over in the first half. We just keep on attacking here. Here comes Ignoni, play a ball through to Berquez, and he smashed that one in. 2 goals for him, 3 goals in 2 games for him, and great finish. I was a little bit worried that Williamson just kind of blocked his view a little bit, but that did not happen. With 30 more minutes to go, here comes Chelsea with the attack. Cole Palmer sets it up to Nicholas Jackson. It also shows that defensively we're not quite there yet, even though the addition of Murillo. And later on, 87 minutes, it was a good block, good tackle. I thought it was a penalty for a second, but it wasn't. With 2 more minutes to go, here comes the counter attack. Land finding Berquist, and Berquist just seemingly lost the ball, but it's fine. Tiger Land slotting the ball in to Williamson, and he has scored again. Williamson, what a player he has been. 4 goals already in the first 4 games. Great finish with his right foot. I mean, that is the reason why I recall him, is because I see the talent in him. I see the potential he has, and he helped us to win that game. Wow, put it that way. But right now, moving on to the final 2 games of today's episode, we got Luton Town. It should be an easy W for us. I made a massive rotation because we do have Man City in the next game, or Newcastle, something like that. But right before halftime, Christian Beck, the youngster from Poland, has made a 1-0 good finish. And I think this year I might integrate him more into the team than I expect. And later on, Cameron Archer makes it 2-0. Great finish with his left foot, heading inside of the post with his signature celebration to make it 2-0. With about 10 more minutes to go, game is pretty much won at this point. We're definitely going to go through. It's just about scoring a few more goals here. Anderson finding Williamson, who came off the bench, and Illy, our fringe player, fringe wide midfielder, still has good quality, 29 euro, 75 rated. I would love to keep a guy like him, good enough to be, to be starting, playing a part in the cup competition. And we won that game 3-0, clean win. Right up for the final game today, we got Wolves. And 2 minutes in, right after the kickoff, literally the kickoff, here comes Samuel Martin to Williamson again. Wow, this guy can't be stopped. Left foot, right foot. I know he's left-footed, but his weaker foot ability is just so good. I don't know what's gonna happen with Force, which I haven't been using him at all, but we just got to figure it out how we should do with those 3 strikers at one point. And later on, 18 minutes in, Tiger Lamb with another goal. Great finish after Wolves with the mistake. And this game is pretty much done and dusted, per se. But we won the ball back, but we just got to keep on attacking, making sure that we do have a very favorable goal difference. Here comes Williamson, and bam, 3-0. Wow, I mean, I want a striker to be solely relying on goals. Last year, Cameron Archer didn't really ended up in the top 5 top goal scorers in the Premier League, but instead he ended up in the top 3 in assist. So we need to find a striker that is able to fight for the golden boot. That's all I'm gonna say. And we seemingly found one already. And by the way, what a great strike that was by Sire Emery, the former PSG man, to make it 3-1. And here comes Christian Beck as well. Look at that. Look at how good he is. I mean, if he is going to continue to grow, continue to develop at this point, Agnoni could be in trouble in terms of his starting plays. But as of right now, Beck was just phenomenal. 4-1 coming off the bench and score. And back-to-back wins. That's what you love to see. And right now, looking at the table, 5 games played, 3 wins, 2 draws, 11 points. And currently, Spurs absolutely hate to see that, but they are 5 for 5. Got a long way to go, guys. Got a long season to go, but I'm very happy with the signings that we have. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.